a year and a half ago, a group of nonprofit thinkers got together up at Geneva Park and started to talk about how do we scale up a solution to poverty. And what the group came up with after a lot of stickies on the wall was that we need something called a poverty alleviation hub. And in that poverty alleviation hub, you have a central community facility in the 40,000 square feet size that provides a set of services, but it's surrounded by at least 1,000 units of housing so that you can provide access to numbers for a problem that's numerically large. So scale is no longer a problem. We can look at a 1,000, 2,000 unit site because we pay market value for land. So there's no subsidies anywhere, but we need an owner that's willing to sit there and wait the time it takes to get the approvals in place, which is usually a year to a year and a half.
The idea of being able to purchase via fractional ownership, small, modest studio type units in Toronto is a really appealing idea. You know, the issue of housing affordability, accessing stable, decent housing in Toronto for young people is an absolute key issue. Many of the youth don't need permanent supports. In fact, the youth who need permanent ongoing supports are the minority. But what they do need is transitional supports.
Ample Lab has launched Chalmers, which is a chatbot that helps homeless people find the closest real-time information on where can they go for food, for shelter, for any needs they have. And the idea, that's the first wave. The idea is to then leverage the data to enhance services.
So one thing we're doing right now, as we speak, is we're about to launch a program in Kitchener-Waterloo, supporting the A Better 10th City community down there.
It seems as though we touch on, a number of important points that are relative to the COVID restructuring that I think are, finding new homes for people, creating affordable housing, but also creating new job opportunities, and ultimately, improving the mental health of the people that live in those spaces by working with housing providers that give supports at the affordable units.
We've been really pivotal in pushing the City of Toronto to move towards the sort of built for zero by name list coordinated access system that they are now just starting to launch. But as somebody has mentioned, large government bureaucracies like the City of Toronto don't move quickly on these types of things. And there's a lot more that can be done in the area of data. So I'm interested in that as well.
For our organization, we're looking to acquire market rate land in order to do, or buildings in order to do our projects, but we're also working with municipalities to negotiate deals or opportunities to take on surplus land, and municipalities, provinces, even the federal government. Initial flexible capital financing that can be mobilized quickly is a major struggle for us, but I think would be something that would be crucial to unlocking our ability to scale massively across Canada.